Welcome to Celebrity Reports, the place where we dive deep into the fascinating world of celebrities and uncover the stories behind the headlines. Today, we revisit the life and final days of Irene Ryan, the beloved actress who brought the unforgettable character of Granny Daisy to life on television. Her sharp wit, boundless energy, and unmistakable charm made her a household name for years, yet the mystery surrounding her funeral remains one of Hollywood's strangest and most whispered about tales. How could someone so loved by millions end up with such an eerily quiet farewell? Irene was known for her big personality and her old-fashioned sense of humor. On screen, she played a character who was fiercely protective of her family, and off-screen, she was equally loyal to her friends. In her prime, she attended countless Hollywood parties, charity events, and fan gatherings, always leaving people laughing and feeling like they had known her for years. But as her career slowed down, so too did the constant buzz of people around her. The story goes that in the final years of her life, Irene chose to step away from the spotlight. She became more reclusive, preferring quiet evenings at home to the glitz of the red carpet. Rumors in the industry claimed that she had grown tired of Hollywood politics, the cliques, the gossip, and the ever-changing loyalties. Instead of chasing roles, she focused on traveling, gardening, and writing down her memories. She was content, but her withdrawal also meant that many in the entertainment world lost touch with her. In the weeks leading up to her passing, Irene's health reportedly declined, though she never let on to the public just how serious it was. She didn't want pity or to be remembered as frail. Her circle was small, a handful of close friends, a few distant relatives, and her loyal housekeeper who had been with her for decades. When she passed away, the announcement was not widely publicized. In fact, some of her former co-stars didn't even hear the news until long after the funeral had taken place. Those who were aware said the service was private by her own request. She had left instructions in her will that there be no big Hollywood spectacle, no television cameras, and no press coverage. Only a few invitations were sent, and even those came with a quiet request for privacy. While some interpreted this as a final act of humility, others saw it as the result of years of growing distance between Irene and the people she once knew so well. Adding to the mystery, there were whispers that a scheduling mishap had caused several of her closest friends to miss the service entirely. According to one account, a storm had grounded flights in and out of Los Angeles, leaving many unable to travel in time. By the day of the funeral, the handful of attendees included her housekeeper, a cousin she hadn't seen in years, and a local minister who had met her only briefly. The absence of her co-stars and fellow entertainers was stark, leading some to believe there might have been deeper tensions behind the scenes. In the weeks that followed, fan letters poured in from around the world, many expressing shock that there hadn't been a public memorial. Television networks aired old episodes of her show, celebrating the sharp-tongued Granny Daisy and the joy she brought to millions. For many fans, it was their way of saying goodbye. Whether her quiet farewell was by choice, circumstance, or both, Irene Ryan's legacy remains firmly intact. Her work still brings laughter to new generations, proving that even though her funeral may have been sparsely attended, her impact on television and comedy will never be forgotten. Sometimes, the way a person chooses to leave the stage says as much about them as the way they lived, and in Irene's case, she left exactly as she wanted, quietly, without fanfare, letting her work speak for her forever.